Hello, my name is Cullen Kennedy with the Coral Shores Journalism Department, and today I'm going to be asking you a few questions about the school and how you think things are going. Alright, so question number one is, what is your opinion about the student body this year?
The opinion of the
Yeah,
student
what
body.
do you think they can,
It's the same opinion that I have of Coral Shores in general. I think we've got an exceptional staff here. I think we've got an exceptional student population. Our feeder schools, Treasure Village, PCAS, KLS prepare our students for the rigors of high school, and we're an A+ high school, which demonstrates our excellence.
Alright, what do you think is one of the biggest problems at Coral Shores High School?
Truancy.
Truancy. How do you plan to fix that in the future?
That's a good question. That's an area that schools deal with nationwide. It's been an exceptionally difficult situation here at Coral Shores this year. In fact, we've got record numbers of 10th graders that are, I think it's 14.68% of our 10th grade class has been truant this year. So we want to address it in a positive fashion. We don't want to make it punitive, but restriction of different types of activities and those types of things, privileges, how we generally deal with truancy.
All right. If you could get rid of one thing at Coral Shores, good or bad, what would it be? One thing, maybe a tradition, something students do, something faculty does.
One thing that I can get rid of at Coral Shores.
Completely eradicate.
I think the number of students that drop out.
Number of students who drop out.
Right.
Why?
Our graduation rate is far too low comparatively with other schools and school districts in the state of Florida, and I find absolutely no reason why anyone shouldn't be capable and have an opportunity to graduate from high school. So that's the one thing that I would eradicate if I could.
Awesome. What do you think you could do, you personally, as a principal, could do to make Coral Shores better next year? To improve any of the issues you see going on here?
Become more involved with the student population. That's one of the drawbacks when you become principal. In my 20 years here at Coral Shores, I've been a teacher, I've been a coach, I've been an activities director, I've been in student government, I've done proms, I've taken multiple groups of seniors to Disney World and Universal Studios. So once you take this job, it kind of automatically removes you from that element. So that's one thing that I'd like to do better next year.
Yeah.
Become more connected with the kids.
Okay, now as you're finishing your third year as principal, what part of the position, what part of the job do you enjoy most? Do you get the most satisfaction from?
Working with kids.
Working with the kids? Right. What qualities do you appreciate in Ms. Bedell and Ms. Hortense as vice principals?
They're two of the finest administrators that I've ever worked with. Their attention to detail, their compassion for education, I think is second to none. They do most of the grunt work around here, and they make the school look better than I do, that's for sure.
All right, well now, on to the tough questions. As to now, how do you feel drug use and alcohol use has differed from years past?
Drugs and alcohol, it kind of has an ebb and flow. And generally, you see spikes in abuse of both items about this time of year, for whatever reason. We know it's an issue. It's moving into an era where pot's legalized in certain areas of the country, and it's decriminalized and actually legalized in medicinal form here in Florida. Those will become challenges that we'll have to deal with. But those are individual choices that kids make, and anything we can do to educate youth on substance abuse is just a positive thing.
What do you think you could do to really lower the number of students that use alcohol or use drugs, especially on school campus?
Just keep the awareness programs that we've already implemented here, and try to instill those ideals in students. Kids are kids, and we're in a community where tourism it's how we make our living down here, so it's kind of a unique area. But nonetheless, I mean, when you prioritize things in your life, if you make education first, then that kind of takes care of it. So getting kids involved, getting kids to take ownership in their own education, I think is one of the most positive things you can do to reinforce that type of behavior.
All right, now, as someone who works in education, as a principal, someone who runs a school, how do you feel about the newly elected head of the Department of Education, Betsy DeVos?
It really doesn't have a direct impact on us at the school level. The Department of Education, it's more funding and issues that impact the state level, which does trickle down to the local level. But at this point, you know, I'm not going to get political, but I'd give her the benefit of the doubt. She's been appointed by a person that was elected president, so the jury's out. We'll just have to wait and see.
Exactly. All right, well, thank you for answering these questions today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think that's all.